Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. We've got a new unboxing. This one, the latest release from 112 Collective, the Entertainment Earth exclusive Space Ghost figure. Now, as I said, this was the Entertainment Earth exclusive, but there is a normal version also being released by Mezco Toys, so you might be able to get that if you're lucky. We should actually have that in our hands in the next coming weeks. Now, how does this figure vary from the regular one? Well, basically, it's a glow-in-the-dark figure. So the Space Ghost action figure glows in the dark. That's pretty much the big difference. It also comes with Blip the monkey, different version of that. Features interchangeable hands, 32 points of articulation. Costume detail is absolutely unreal. And the Force Ray, Freeze Ray, Destroy Ray, Magna Ray, all the rays that you loved from Space Ghost. As I said, I'm a huge fan of the cartoon series and the comics that have come out. It's just, to me, a classic, and I hope one day maybe we get a release of the Phantom Cruiser and the rest of his merry band. That would actually be pretty awesome if you ask me. So let's open this up. We're going to show this off and see what you get inside. Now, first packaging, nice, bright yellow. It's got the awesome logo for Space Ghost. Really cool on it. The I think font is so neat. Mezco always does a wonderful job when it comes to their packaging and putting things together. Their boxes, I think, are just gorgeous and things that you want to keep. They always come with this nice panel to open up that actually has like magnets in there, so it kind of sticks and stays closed. We of course have the plastic to keep it protected, and we see within we have already a Space Ghost drawing on the inside. Now the figure itself, immediately I'm in love with this figure. The detailing looks absolutely fantastic. Of course we get tons of hands, some rays, we get Blip, just everything you would ever want with this figure. So let's open it up. We're going to show it off and kind of give even more details as to what I think about it. Now, we've done some releases so far from Mezco's 112 Collective line. This figure, I think, retails for about $70, which is pretty good for the Mezco toys. They tend to retail anywhere from like $80 to $110, $120. Of course, they're limited edition. Basically, they come out, you got to order them. If you don't kind of get on top of that, you're probably not going to get it and then have to deal with the aftermarket where it's just going to be way more expensive. So this is a line of toys that if you want it, you really need to order it, and order it as soon as it goes up, because they tend to sell out. There's very few that have not sold out in the past. So let's look at the figure itself initially. Of course, we've got, I mean, this just, it looks like Space Ghost. The design of the head, the cowl is absolutely fantastic. We got tons of articulation. Immediately, the gauntlets look great with their detail. They got like the 3 buttons that I remember them being for each one. Really small detail, but a good detail. The cape is like, it feels like a cloth, I guess. It's like cloth and kind of like a plastic underneath, I guess, is the best way of describing it. But the cape, just, it looks great. Overall, it's got that bright yellow underneath, kind of like that duller yellow on the outside. Just kind of matches and works for the figure really well. Of course, we've got his collar and the kind of the symbol there. Let's go. Does he stand? All the figures, they stand so easily. But if you want to stand them with this, actually have them on display, it comes with a stand, and then there's a piece underneath that you can kind of stick up and put the figure on there, so it'll be even more kind of balanced for how he's displayed in your home or wherever you have them. Let's go look at the extra figures. We've of course got extra sets of hands, really easy to pop off and get on the figure. It's the one I want to do. The design that I've always kind of pictured as far as my Space Ghost, with him blasting away. As he presses the buttons. Yeah, I love this figure. This is such a really cool figure. This is definitely bringing me back to my childhood. Let's go and look at with the ray on his hand. This one is actually a little bit more difficult to put on. So that's the only thing that's probably negative that I've noticed so far is it's a little bit difficult to get his arm all the way across to create like a super dynamic pose for his ray blasts. You know, I remember them being a bit more dynamic than this, but still not bad. He basically has the reach over, and you can kind of get the pose out of it. So that's not horrible when it comes to that, but that's actually pretty cool. I like that. This is pretty neat. Of course, we've got more blasts. We've got this one. And this one. I think they all kind of fit around his fist, kind of judging by the end here. We place the fist in to the blast itself. It's really neat that you can get the rays on either hand, which is great. And then finally, we have his monkey friend, Blip, who is very articulated. This is actually really, really neat and unexpected. I was kind of expecting a figure that didn't have much movement at all. Instead, this one has some great articulation. The joints all move. That's probably the one negative thing I would say about it, is because he is invisible, as you know, anyone that watches the show will know. You can see the joints within the figure, which is kind of neat because you get to see the breakdown of how it works and how everything is set up. But then again, you kind of see the joints. So this is going to be really neat to compare to the full colored version. But I'm impressed with it. I mean, this is a really cool accessory to the figure. Way better than I thought it would be. I was not expecting a figure that I would be able to articulate and move around. Of course, he's got his jetpack on the back, you know, the tail, everything. And then the big test is, can he stand up on his own? And the answer is yes, no problem at all. He's fully functioning when it comes to that. So overall, I'm really, really impressed with this figure. I think the only negative I would have on it is that it's kind of hard to reach his hand all the way across for him to press his gauntlet, and so you can't quite get that dynamic pose that you maybe normally would expect with the cartoon series. That's about it. I mean, that's a kind of a minor quip, I think, and not that big a deal. But overall, I mean, the movement's great. It's got tons of articulation. The cloth figure, of course, is, you know, throwback to like the Mezco days. The boot details are really nice. It look like boots on the bottom. This is exactly what I expect from a Mezco figure, and it delivers. Like, it truly, truly delivers. So I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to this, and yeah, can't wait to get the normal version to be able to compare these two. I think it's going to be kind of fun to see what differences there are. If you're into Mezco figures, toys in general, of course, we've got some previous unboxings of Shazam, Joker, Punisher, and we're going to have tons more to come. You should also check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. You can still get this figure. It hasn't sold out yet from Entertainment Earth, so we're going to have a link beneath this video. It is an affiliate link. So we do get a small percentage of that, but by purchasing through that, you help support our site. As always, thank you for watching. It's much appreciated. And until next time, keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.